As soon as I get in there, ooh, let me have that right there, baby.
I'ma give them what they want. She gon' give me what I want. I'ma give them what they want.
What's up, y'all? I'm your boy Snow from the What They Want podcast. Y'all like these t-shirts? We got some new merch in. We got this. We got mugs. We got tote bags. We got everything you could think of, from your mama to your sisters, your aunties, your cousins, everything. But make sure y'all tap in. If you're liking the episodes, comment, share, subscribe. But hey, make sure you tap in, SlaboArts.com. Now we back at the What They Want podcast. I'm your boy Snow.
Danny Slab.
There we go. And
We outside.
Yeah. We got the one and only, the epitome in here, the AKA Hood Dude Food Review.
Man, ain't that crazy, man? Who would have ever thought, man? They'd be like, you got the coldest pivot in Kansas City rap history. I was like,
boy.
I was like, damn, do you think I don't rap anymore? I was like, I still rap. Like, nah, bro.
Hey, man.
Nah. I did a podcast.
Nah, you just
like,
eat real good.
I looked up your old rap career, and I'm like,
Old rap career?
I said, damn.
You're
So
old, like
shit.
it's like
I ain't shit, huh? Damn. All right, yeah, you right. All
like
I do
it's
is
like
eat.
it's already completely ended.
It's over, bro.
And you're on your next.
She was like, I remember there was a song that you put out I really liked, and I'm like, I dropped the project last year. All right.
Yeah,
You wasn't tapped in, okay.
Hey, you tapped in now.
Yeah, we outside, man. It's
We
crazy.
outside with
Multifaceted.
it.
It's crazy. But that's just the way it works, man, you know. So what have you done for me lately? You hot one minute, not hot the next.
Hey, but the thing is, though, you've been hot for a good minute, though.
Yes, sir. I wish they listened to the rap songs.
Hey.
Everything else hot. I put out a rap, it'll be like 50 plays. I'll be like, damn. Put out a food review, it's like 50K. I'm like, fuck. Like, shit. It's like, does it sound bad? Like, you motherfuckers don't like this shit.
That shit you be putting out is hot. Like, that shit's been dope,
it's
you know.
good, but
I've
it's
been
just-
a fan of you before the...
Yeah.
But you're competing with a lot more people in that area,
sure.
whereas what you're doing now, you're competing against who? Like there's very few.
Kansas City ain't got none, man.
Yeah, nothing like you.
Not do reviews anyway. Most of
Right.
there's food creators, but they don't really do like food reviews.
Yeah.
Or if they do, they're all very nice.
Action Bronson comes to town.
Oh
or
my
something.
God, yo, the GOAT, man. He's one of the man. That's like next, man. You know what I'm saying? Like as this like continues to build, is we want to talk about like that Vice shit. You feel me? Like like we want to have like a channel. Like I made a little Instagram. I ain't never done nothing with it, but it's called KC Food Network. And we just want to be like have like reporters on there and just going to places and doing stuff. But you know, like give me a year. You know what I'm saying? Let this stabilize, and then we'll be able to start branching out. But we trying to take over this motherfucker, man.
You're not trying, you're doing. There's a
We
difference.
outside for sure.
There's a difference.
Hey, I'll tell
There's a
y'all, man.
difference.
I'll tell y'all. I could show you receipts. The first year, I didn't have any videos go like over 1,000. Like none for the whole first year. All my homies like, wow, you still doing this shit? I was like, yeah, man. But I can really like say I love my tribe, man, because it would be like.
Well, how many were you sampling in a week?
I started off just doing one, bro.
1 week.
Because
and,
like I
building
do
up
all
to
of
that,
it, right? I do all of it. So, you know, I'm shooting it, I'm editing it, I'm making these voiceovers, and I'm like, fuck, people do this? This
Right.
is hard as fuck. Like, damn, I'm like learning how to edit. I'm like,
As opposed to just shooting the video on your phone and sending it up.
I mean, I still do it all on my phone. I have like cameramen, but like when a cameraman comes and shoots it, most of the time I look at it and I don't think that it looks delicious. I think it looks cinematic.
It's B-roll.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that makes me want to watch it. I don't want to eat it. So, you know, and then the other issue that happens is cameramen, they'll come and they'll shoot, and then you got to wait. See, if I shoot it on my phone or my Osmo or whatever it is, I just airdrop it from the Osmo. You can just literally click in the app, and they'll download to your phone, and I do all the editing on my phone or on my iPad.
Damn.
And I'll tell you, I'm actually like, I feel like I'm slightly retarded because I put it on the MacBook, and I can't do anything with it.
I can't. I'm good with this Windows, but the MacBook, like, it's just something about the crossover is difficult for me.
Bruh,
Like
I was on there.
The quick keys and stuff just get.
It's different.
I just can't.
It's different.
Yeah.
I could do it in 20 minutes on my phone. It took me 2 hours on the MacBook. It's just
And it's supposed to be
different.
the other way around, theoretically.
Insane, yeah. The only thing I'll say the MacBook do better is it's bigger. You know,
You gotta
you look at that shit like.
Yeah, so you just need an output on C output to a USB and just
see,
get
you
you one
smart,
of these
yeah.
screens, man.
You smart.
Yeah, so
I-
you just
look,
sitting
man,
there with your phone in your hand, but you're.
I be in coffee shops, headphones on. I'm like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm working.
I'll be upstairs with the 60-inch, like.
Oh, that's
you know,
crazy.
If I needed to, but
Yeah, that's
you know,
smart. Yeah, I mean, you don't need you got a pretty great setup.
well, we
You
need to
straight.
level up.
Yeah.
to certain things to
You
be
got
able to do
like
what
6
we're doing.
monitors over there. You good? I looked up at the big one. I saw the mic inputs. I was like, we gotta get this at the studio. He's smart. We be over there looking at the broadcaster like, it's working.
Yep.
You good, bro?
That's crazy.
I
The
just look at the setup. It's
broadcaster.
crazy. Hey, it's crazy, man. So yeah,
thank
setup's
you.
here fire. By the way, your house incredible, man. I was walking through it like, he's like, excuse me. Mom like, looks fire.
Well, thank you.
I asked him, I was like, you see this paint job? I mean, cold. He's like, he wear multiple hats. I'm like, shit.
That he does.
Yeah, I
That
paint
he
the art
does.
and I paint the walls. I mean,
I'm saying, you're him. You're him.
You're him.
I replaced the windows in there. I'm like, you replaced the window? Calling somebody. I know I'm calling you. Hey, man, got these windows I need to get replaced. What you charging, man?
See, yep, that's what I said. Many hats.
I ain't
That's
mad
crazy.
at it, man. I ain't mad at it, man.
thank you. Appreciate
It's
it.
beautiful, though. Seriously.
That's dope. Appreciate you. Anyways, coming through regardless.
Of course.
Well, I
Of
came from
course.
food. That's why I really wanted to get you here because, like, I can do this, and this is what I had to go to when the pandemic happened. But I ran restaurants for a long time, and
Man.
I fed him a lot of meals. That's how we got in touch. Is over a chicken Philly sandwich.
Man, which restaurants did you run?
So I ran the Big Biscuit for a number of
Hell
years.
yeah.
I ran Penn Station East Coast Subs.
Yeah.
I ran the Pickleman's down on Westport.
Oh, yeah. You was working.
I ran a Fuzzies for a little bit before I got poached, and then I got into like finer dining. I worked at Ignite before that went under,
Come on, man.
and
You got
then I got
history.
into hospitality and went out to Best Western Lawrence and worked at
Hell
Rock Chalk
yeah.
Park out there running that $16 million beautiful hotel.
You a bad boy, man. You really do got multiple hats.
So I was, and I sold some art out of there too, believe it or not.
Hey.
I was like, hey, I told the owner, I was like, hey, can I hang a couple pieces up? So I showed him my art compared to like what his pre-hung, like paper art looked like. And he's like, yours actually looks nicer.
Yeah,
I'll give you
come on.
10%. All right, cool. And he was cool with that. And so in the petty cash, he just had a little extra money that week. And, I sold
No, but everybody's
pieces.
straight.
Like, yeah.
Everybody's straight,
And
man.
then the pandemic happened. We went from 100% to 3%, and I had to fire 85% of the people I hired.
Damn.
They fired me the next day. That was a Thursday. This was a Friday. Saturday, I was like, well.
They made you do all the dirty work.
Uh-huh.
And then fired you.
And then HR came down and said, clip.
Appreciate you,
Right,
man.
you're the most expensive man on the floor right now.
You're
You
the
gotta
only
go.
man on the floor, god dog it. You
I
fired.
got me and the front desk lady, and she's only at 12 or 13. Like,
I got
she's
you
gone.
working 5 positions.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. But that's how HR is, man. That's actually was my day job for a long time. But yeah, man, HR, man, it's greasy.
Greasy.
They don't care, man.
Because you have that line, and you just tow it.
Yep. They don't care. They do not care. I'm like, fire them. They haven't done anything. Figure it out.
It's like, damn,
Right.
buddy.
You should have had
It
3
is.
write-ups
Yeah.
on them already. It's your
Like,
fault.
Yeah, man, figure it out. I was like, what you mean figure it out? Like, they're going to be fired. You either going to have the documentation ready to protect you
Right, or
or
not.
I'm throwing you under the bus.
Right. And-
Damn.
They're not going to say that. They're just going to say,
But you just
Figure it
know.
out.
You just know
and
at
if
that
you
level.
don't figure it out,
I mean,
they're
I
going to
know.
be like, well, we told Glenn that he was supposed to have a write-up 3 times. This is the 4th one. He's fired. So it's either you got these write-ups or you got something on him. You gonna figure it out. I'm in here running time like, hey man, this man been late every day. Man been late
Start
every day.
backdating.
Hey, we gotta get you for your attendance, bro. That's how it works, man. No, really, man. They had him fire all them people and then come in. You're out of here, boss.
Yep.
Been there. That's how they got me.
I had some owners that used to ask me to make a scene in front of the guests and the other servers, like fire somebody that I caught giving away free drinks, something like that.
But that's it. We just want to get rid of them. It doesn't
It's-
matter
it's-
what it's
yeah,
for.
but he's like, make an example. I was like, really? You want me to go there with it? And
Absolutely.
you're the one with the tile. I'm like, show what you got. And it's
don't
like,
care.
well, I hate to do this to you, but I caught you. That's a lot
You're
of
out of the
orange
game.
juice.
You're
You know
out of
what
the
I
game.
mean? That's my
That's a lot of
bottom
orange
line.
juice.
Yeah.
8 ounces, dog. You're
But
cooked.
4 times, that's a lot. That's a craft.
That's what, I don't know. I'll be
Yeah.
doing at my job. I give out free shoelaces.
Yeah, that's on a small level because
Yeah,
you're
it
selling
is. Yeah.
you're selling a big nut to give them a little bit of
Nah,
give them a
if
little
somebody
seed.
just comes in like, hey man, I need like my laces. This, I'm like, here, just take these. I'm not about to take a
Right.
onesie. That shit about to fuck my money up.
Yeah, but it's different when you're selling a $12
No,
plate
yeah,
as
for
opposed
sure,
to a $200
100%.
plate.
Yeah, for sure.
They counted them orange juice ounces.
Right.
I just gave away.
We
I just
short,
gave away my
we short some
shoelaces.
orange juice.
I gave my
Right.
shoelaces away.
Or
That's
liquor,
funny.
yeah, all that stuff.
Oh
needs to be
boy,
weighed.
don't even get me started. They're measuring. They're like, hey man, we put that little top on
scale.
there.
I got scale.
Yeah,
I used to have scales for all that.
That top on there, we better not put no more in that shot glass. You put too much in there. You're supposed to. You got to count the seconds. Or they make you get that little cup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get the cup. You better not be over the cup.
Man, I had one crew that got Chinese food one day, and I was like, y'all ain't got no money. Payday's not till the end of the week. So I went and I brought out all the meat, got out the scales, got out my logs, weighed everything out. Sure enough, they traded a whole slab of bacon. Whole $70 slab of bacon for Chinese food. And I was like, I don't want to see this again because I'll fire all y'all motherfuckers. Like, y'all can get it.
Hey,
I'll replace
they're
everyone.
about to get me. You know what I'm saying? This is my bacon.
Yeah, that's a lot of bacon. Yeah, this is right. I feel like I'm in possession of it because I'm the one responsible for it.
Yeah,
So,
man.
yeah, and you just want to have lunch one day? Like, ask me that, and I'll help you get Chinese food.
Have y'all seen this breakfast war sandwich? The sandwich war been going on Facebook.
I was wondering that when I looked in your live. I'm like, what the hell did you do?
Come on, bro. I didn't do anything until I was.
I love the breakfast game, man.
Until I was on the live, I hadn't even ate the sandwich. All I did was like take a picture and then say, "Is it worth it?" And then it's all this backlash, and I'm like, "What did I do? Like, I didn't even eat the damn sandwich." That's why I went over there. I said, "I'm eating this motherfucker now, eating it. Let me see what the fuss about." But it's just crazy, man. Like for real, like this girl just went off on me because I think that it's because I didn't respond to her DM.
Right.
That's what it really
She
is
felt.
about.
She felt you didn't see her.
And so then she got on there and cooked me. But the city stood up, though. Like, I never even said anything directly to her. I just said what I said in the live, but had like almost 200 shares of people just flaming her. And I'm just laughing.
Wow.
I'm like, man.
Yeah, I was in that live.
Hey, we was rolling. Hey, man, I don't know
Oh
if you
my
saw
God.
when this dude, Roy, man, he's different. He said, you could take your EBT card with your broke-ass cousin down to the gas station. I said, yeah, I'm only for the elite. Oh, my God. That shit was hilarious. They pulled up every receipt on this man. That was from 2 years ago.
Oh, shit.
They pulled that shit up and dug it up, like, and put it online. Oh, my God.
Hey, man, the internet's a crazy place,
It
bro.
is, man. One of my friends that I know, like, have someone that is about to get potentially nominated for a big major thing, like governor or mayor or something.
Oh wow.
And they made them go through and scrub all their social media from the past.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because people
You
dig
won't
up
get caught.
everything.
You won't get caught. You said what on there? You said what on Twitter when you was 15?
Right, 'cause
Oh,
everybody's
yeah, I
got
know,
shit.
yeah.
Everybody's made mistakes.
Everybody said something when you was 15 years
Especially
old.
now with everybody having cameras, all sorts of variations of cameras,
Crazy
and
shit,
ring
man.
cameras
Come
and-
on,
I was,
bro.
I was
Man.
married. I was married in a relationship for 12 years. As soon as that shit ended, my whole my Instagram and the whole internet thing gone, faced off. If like, hey, did that exist? Nope.
It's like that, dog. It's like that. The internet is just a wild place, bro.
It's a wild,
It's wild, man. I just be looking at shit like, damn, it's crazy. But I mean, it's lucrative.
the ascension and the finances come
Man.
your way. Like, what was that like?
So like, I get a lot of people. I'm gonna just say this first. They ask about getting into like food content, and my first thing is, you got about $5,000, and they be like, $5,000. It seems like excessive. I was just like, you think the food free? It's like you think that the restaurants are just gonna give you free food
Just because you say you're
just
a
because
food
you say
critic,
that you're a food person?
you're not
I
right.
was
You're
like-
not a 4-star Michelin chef critic or some craziness.
It's like the equipment's gonna cost you a couple $100s for a little light and a gimbal. You know what I'm saying? And a stand. It's not expensive. But I was just like, the food though. Let's just say you agree to do 2 a week. If you want to try multiple entrees, you're looking at $40, $50. You know, like to go out and do 2 items and a drink or something, you know?
It's like taking a date out.
You feel me? So you're talking $100 a week, you know, to do 2 videos, you know, and it could be a little lower. So you do that times a whole year. It's like $4,000. You're thinking about tip whatever it
You're
is
right.
for a
Yeah,
couple
for sure.
videos.
Yeah.
So it's an expensive thing to get into. I didn't really start seeing any money until this year, but it was my fault. So how it works is once you reach a certain status, when people ask you to do stuff, you can, in response, say, well, do you have a marketing budget? But me, I'm just in the game because I love it.
Right.
So then next thing you know, I find myself, and I'm just like, the breakdown I got that made me change my perspective was, all right, let's say I come to your restaurant, you give me 6 chicken wings, right? So I drove to your restaurant, I tipped. You gave me the 6 chicken wings. I ate them. Then I went home. I edited the video. Then I I wrote the voiceover, and then I put it out. And you are consistently going to be getting money from this review.
100%.
And then I got 6 chicken wings. So they'll be like, restaurants will say, do you want to trade for food for service?
Okay.
And I'm like, well, that would make sense when you're a smaller creator.
But now you're spending hours on the back end doing X, Y, and Z.
And also now I have probably the most like religious fan base of people that are going to go eat here because I ate here. So it's just like, what are you getting now? You feel me? Like you're giving me these chicken wings, and then I'm just supposed to be cool. So you find yourself in a precarious position because it's not about the money, but it's like, damn, I should get paid too.
Right. Everybody that says my name, hey, I came here because of right.
You see what I'm
Hood
saying?
food
So
review guy.
that's it. So you just have to make sure that like if there's a smaller, like, they're brand new or something, I might rock with you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if the people are requesting me, I'm like, hey, I mean, it cost, and I'm like, but I got the proof that it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could show you receipts of businesses that have been changed. They go, ever since you came, I've been selling out, or, I've doubled my business in this amount of time. Like, I have all sorts of receipts of people that say that kind of stuff.
But their food has to be good too, right?
Oh, well, hey, listen.
Yeah, right. Let's
listen.
talk
What happens,
turkey.
the real thing that happens is, I'm coming, so you make the food good when I come. And then now all these motherfuckers are in your business, and you suck.
Because you slacked off and you showed out one time.
Or,
Right. The best cook got behind the grill on that day and said, look, I'm going to turn it out for him.
It's happened to me with some bigger restaurants too, man. Some bigger restaurants.
Where the head chef came and made your whole dish.
Head chef come do it. That's not the person that's normally in there.
No,
it's the $18.
It's the $18 an hour Jorge. Or,
he in the back taking doing the orders. What's missing? You know what I'm saying? The head chef is making sure the schedule's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
His
he might
sous
get there
chef
if there's
is
a
leading
call
everybody
in.
else.
If there's a call in, he might get out there. So you got the big dog to come through, and now there's a difference in the quality.
Right.
And they're going to say it. They're going to say it because they're going to be in these comments, and they're going to DM me.
Like, hey, I tried this, and this was hard, actually.
But I just sent them a picture. Be like, this what mine looked like. I can't tell you what your experience was like. Mine was busting, and this is it. You know what I mean? But it makes you think, and I talk to the people, I'm like, hey, don't be a vibe that you can't maintain because it's going to affect you. Like, you might get this boost of business, but they're not coming back. We did one, it's called Boss Lady Shrimp, man. I didn't even do the review. I just said, you should come eat it. Of course, that's the one that goes, like, stupid crazy. Like, it goes insane, dude. Like, hundreds of thousands of plays. Comments to this day. Why the fuck you tell me to go here? Like, your shit look hella good. What the fuck is this? Like, damn. And it ain't no knock to her, man. Maybe it was just them days she's swamped and she only got one cook or something. I don't know. But I know that it's a thread of motherfuckers mad about it.
Heated.
Hey.
Because you said this was good and you
said it was
gave your
fire.
stamp of approval.
My response was, did you see the meter at the end of the video? I was like, nah. I was like, that should be a sign. If you didn't see the meter at the end of the video.
To wait till your final judgment.
No, if there's no meter, I didn't tell you if it was good or not. All I said was, if you're looking for this, you should go here. So in this situation, I had a collaboration with a big company. And the company's like, I don't mind if you say that you didn't like something, but we don't want you to, what the word they used is bash. And I'm like, I don't ever bash anybody. It's my taste buds. And they're like, well, we don't want this to be a negative review. And I was like, negative.
So you're paying for a good one, basically.
I was like, negative. Well, see, my thing is I don't even sell it. I was just like, here's the deal. You know what I'm saying? I won't review it at all.
Right.
I'll just shoot it and say, if you're looking for this, go try it. I was like, I won't even I didn't even record it in my voice. I just did it just like this. Have you ever been here? Like, nah, not even gonna give
just
you no
a setup.
energy.
Like, hey, have you ever been here? No.
They specialize in podcasts, got a studio in the other room, got a ladder for his cats. You feel me?
Right.
Bunch outside.
That's a peanut butter jelly sandwich, right?
That's it.
Do a review for the podcast. Hey, come here.
Come rock with the WTW, man. We outside, man. But yeah, and it's crazy, man. But so later after that situation, I started my little paperwork I send them. I'm like, if you agree to pay this, first off, I'm not changing the verbiage of anything.
Bet.
It is what it is. Yep. Second off, if there's something offensive I said, I will update it. Like one time I was somewhere out here. I said that it was pasty like a white woman tanning, and the dude was like, it was about his macaroni because it was looking hella crazy, man. So he called me and he's like, hey, I don't mind that you're making a joke about my macaroni being pasty, but I am in Johnson County.
Right. And white women are a lot of my business.
A lot of my clients are white women. So could you change that?
Right.
And I'm like, all right,
Got you.
I can do that. I'm not changing your rating or anything, but I'll change that sentence for you.
Right.
So I tell them, though, your rating is your rating. I'm not going to change it. There's no money or anything.
Like
you
the
can
health
send me.
inspector.
It is what it is. And I'm like, I'm not changing the verbiage. I'm not changing anything except if I said something derogatory or, that offended you. I will change that. I even on a voiceover, I try not to curse. I usually bleep it out because I just know that the content is for more of a broad audience.
Right.
So there's kids, like one time I'm walking through a park and like a group of kids with shiesties are walking up on me. I'm scared. I ain't gonna hold you because I ain't got my, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got my shit on me. I ain't got my shit on me. I'm outside in the park walking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my shit on me. What would carry the Glock in the park? You feel me?
Right.
Kids walking up on me. I'm trying to walk by. They like,
is that him?
and I'm like, what?
He's like, what the hell you
what
want?
you want, man? And he's like, bro, I fuck with your TikTok. Gave me a dap, walked off. I was like, whew. Man, just saying, there's 5 of them all in shiesties and hoodies in the middle of the summer, man. That's a wild image, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you solo dolo, right?
And you somebody.
I'm
too.
about to get fucked up. I ain't got my wallet on me. I got shit. All I got is my phone, bro. This is crazy. But, that's just life, man. It's really, really dope, though.
So speak about that, man. Speak about how the experience is with becoming, you sat there and said, hey, I'm still the rapper, because he is still the rapper. He's got plenty of shit out.
We do, man. We do. Next year's about to be really crazy, but it's really eye-opening because you don't know how big something is until something else happens to magnify it. I've been living I've been living in this world not thinking, like my friends have been telling me for a year, like, dude, you're here. You keep saying when you get here, they're like, you're here. Mello has been telling me since probably last June, July, like, you need to start charging people.
You're at a different level.
He's like, you're not what you think you are. And I'm like, bro, what do you mean? Then the waterfalls just start coming down, like just small things like today. I just locked in a weekly radio placement on 103. Every Friday, 4:42, they play a Hood Do Food Review and the Playmaker Show.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, bro. I'm working on I'm trying to do something with the streetcar in June. We're going to do like all the new places that are open, and we're in communication about that. So that's just things there'll be all these big things, and I'll just be like, So the KCPCA, I never pay attention to this stuff. I look up, I'm in the finals or whatever, right? I never made a post. I never said anything.
The People's Award.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the people, you know what I'm saying? So I made a post today about it. Voting ends on the 1st, but that's just where my mind's at. Like, I would be appreciative to win the award, but I'm looking at like it's the beginning of the trophy case. You feel me? We want the Emmys, we want the Grammys, we going all the way. So, but I had to humble myself because I'm looking towards the future, but I'm here right now,
Right, enjoy the moment.
Yeah, got a basket, taste the air, man. It's hard to give yourself these flowers when, I'm sure y'all know, you got goals. I hit Amira, man. She's one of my real close friends, and she does this festival called Titties and Tequila. And it's incredible.
Fun.
It's incredible. Hey, man, go ahead and come on out. You'll have a great time. There's a lot of titties and a lot of tequila. So last year, look, that's all you need to know. Last year, she did
the first, not necessarily the second, but yeah, they'll come.
Last year, she did like 400 people, bro. So I hit her and I said, how does it feel to be working on something that's going to change your life forever? And, she like paused, and she's like, damn. And I'm like, but that's all of us. We're putting in this work on these things, and these are things that potentially could change our life forever. You're one post away. You know what I'm saying? One post could change your life.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so every time I post, I'm like, is this the one? Is this the one? Because you never know. One post, and like the 103 shit, literally one of the worst reels I ever made. Promise. Shitty. Horrible reel. Horrible. I shot it.
Is that the artist in you, or is that you're just really being,
no, it was a
factual?
bad reel.
It was bad.
So what happened was, it wasn't anyone's fault. It was just the way it was set up. So it was during their soul food tour. The line was crazy. I was in there for 2 hours. There was nowhere to sit down, so I had to go shoot it somewhere else. Everything was bad. Then I had to rush because they wanted it out. I had to post it the day of that because the tour moves every day. So I had to post it same day. I'm going to work. I've been here for 2 hours and I was supposed to be at work, but they were so backed up. I get in and work, and then I have to record me eating it. Then I have to write it out, you know what I'm saying, do my voiceover, edit it, put it all together, and put it out by like 3 o'clock. So it just was shitty. Like, it was nothing wrong with it. But here's the thing, right? Somebody thought it was amazing. Literally, to me, and it's not even like, he said it's the artist in me. I'm like, I look at other reels. I know this isn't a good reel, but I had a mission. I had a job. I had to get it done. Right. Literally, the guy, his name is Myron. Myron goes, I never had heard of you. The only reason I saw this was because you collaborated with 103 on the reel. And he's like, I called Tote the dude. His name is Robinson. He's like, he's a bad motherfucker. I want him on radio. That was in February. We did Soulful Tour in February. It literally just happened today. But those are just the reverberations of what one post can do for you. 100%. You know what I'm saying? I looked at this, not a good performing reel. If every reel, let's say, does 10,000, this did like 4. It didn't perform. It was just a bunch because I knew it was bad, right? But those 4,000 people, of those 4,000 people, he was one of them. Literally the big programmer at 103. Exactly, yeah. And that just lets you know the power of what you're doing, bro. Every post, it could be 50. Someone in that 50 could be somebody that could change your life forever. Somebody in that 50 could be the next opportunity you're waiting for. You know, I made a post the other day. I said something. I got a DM, and a dude literally goes, when you say shout out to my sponsor, can I pay you to be the sponsor? And I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely, that's what a sponsor is.
I was like, I'm gonna have lactate in my hand, and yo, my sponsor. See, you feel me? That's but crazy. It's you never know, man. You never know who's watching, and I personally had to go through that because you look at your peers. You know, you look at other podcasts, sure, yeah. You look at other food content creators who might have been doing it longer, who whatever, you know, and you're like comparing yourself, like shit. I only did this. Well, we've been doing it for around the same time. What the fuck's up with that? You know what I'm saying? My shit better than their shit.
Yeah, why is mine hitting and they're hitting and not ours? All that yeah.
Man, I was in denial. The whole first year, I was just like looking at my shit. I'm like, my shit is way better quality than all these people's shit, but theirs are outperforming mine. Why? And then what made me realize it is you don't know who's sharing that shit.
Right.
The person that was, what happened was the person that I was like following, trying to be like catch up with, they had like a really big popular account that shared their shit all the time.
Right, all their buddies, so it got 18.
Hitting to say cheeses and all that.
I can't see that. Yeah. You know, you can't see that unless you go in there and click who's the collaborators, who's where is it getting shared to. You know, I'm not going to look at 150 shares on a video.
Facts.
You know, but don't like that comparison to another person is death because you don't know what they're doing. But we all know what fake views look like. You know what I'm saying? I know what fake views look like, but there's ways to bypass all that stuff, man. You know, like you can literally pay to be on like these big accounts and just have all your videos collaborated. Now the problem is if it's not in your demographic in your area, I mean it's just a bunch of numbers, but they're dead numbers. You know what I'm saying? So like I always tell you if you're gonna do it in Kansas City, do it with Kansas City Discover. Because they're all Kansas City residents. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You go $50 to $100 for the repost, they got 60K on Instagram.
Yep.
Those are all 60,000 Kansas City residents. So those numbers wouldn't be like, well, you know, depending on what you're marketing or whatever, those numbers wouldn't be dead. You know, you hit a big one like Say Cheese, and it's like, all right. You know, like, are they going to fuck with it? I just feel like you have a bigger chance and you save a lot of money to do it with local people that probably know you too.
Exactly. You're right. 100%. That's what, like, I found Mark 2 times. You know, that dude, you know, I just found him on there. I was just scrolling and it was a Kansas City Discovery.
Yep.
I didn't follow them, but it just pulled up with the algorithm, and I was like, oh, that's a cool song.
Yep.
You know, and then now it's like within the playlist or whatever, but.
If you look at it, the resource, like, you can really see all the movers and shakers in the city. They're on the page. Huh. Almost every nightclub, like, if you're looking at, like, a big party promoter, Mark's My Barber, Rio, look at the posts. Kansas City Discover one of them. You know, it's a really big resource, man, and I use it for, when I tell you, my rapper friends, my restaurant friends, like, everybody. I'll be like, put it on Kansas City Discover. That's how we pump the mirror shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put everybody like titties, man. So we put them titties on there to 60,000 motherfucking Kansas City residents. They fucking showed up. You said it's titties and tequila? Okay.
Say less. Yeah,
I'm in
exactly.
there.
That's what I'm
We was
saying.
all in there.
Yeah, everybody coming.
Man, goddamn. Yeah, what a time to be alive, man. It's crazy, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, man. But it's dope, bro. It's dope.
Oh yeah, man. Like, you know, I want to give a shout out to my friend Grant. You know, because like I was today at work or whatever like that. He pulled up and he's like, "Yeah, man. Like, how's the pod and all this other stuff?" And I was like, "Man, it's good, man. I'm shooting Epitome tonight."
Let's go.
You know, and he was like, "Oh man, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Bro, I want to meet that dude." Like he's like, I really want to meet that dude. And I go, yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, dude." He's like, "How do you know him?" I'm like, I was like,
I got to take you on a journey that goes way past through the eras of time. Like 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, something crazy.
Something like that. But I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, you know, he's pretty much the homie, whatever. And he was like, dude, that dude is like my favorite TikToker, bro. Like, I swear to God. And I was like, yeah, bro. And he's like, that shit. He's like, you got a one-way ticket to Pound Town. And then he just said it to me, and I go, yeah, bro. I got you.
Now you see what I mean, bro. It's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
like you're Hollywood Hogan
like
and
it's
shit.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Motherfucker, like, hey, say that shit. I'll be like,
yeah, bro. Like, that's what he
man.
told me. He's like, bro, you got a one-way ticket to Pound Town. Oh, we, you know. I was like, what the fuck is this? In the middle of my work,
real,
I'm just
bro.
like, yeah.
It's real, man. It's real. The fandom is real. I was at the Royals game, and dude was like, I really fuck with you. I tried to take a picture with him. He was like, I ain't a fan. I was like,
Damn.
I thought he was cool. All right. He's like, I'm a supporter. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm cool with either of them. I mean, shit. I was like, I thought he was homies, but all right. You know what I'm saying? You want to take a picture? That's fine. But it's energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really infectious, man. Like, I did a live yesterday, and it was like 240 people in it, bro. I've never went live. First time, I'm old, man. I literally had to ask somebody.
That shit was crazy.
I literally had to ask somebody. I was like, hey, dog, how do you go live? He said, what? He's like, are you being serious? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm being serious. How the hell you do this shit, man? I don't go live. But, man, I really need to start doing it. It's a very valuable resource, man. But I feel like it's just very socially draining. If you ever been live, you got to entertain motherfuckers the whole time.
Dude, yes.
And it's just a lot, you know. And I'm like, shit.
So you got to be turned on.
The whole time.
You got to be the personality, bro. Like, you got to be like, oh, yeah, hey, man, how y'all doing? Oh, what you said in that comment?
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
There's no voiceover on live, right?
Oh, bro. Hey, man, people be like, hey, do a live food review. And I'll be like, hell no. They're like, why? I'll be like, man, because I'll be like, I got to cook you, man. I don't want to cook you while you're looking at me. Like, I'm going to go home and talk shit about you. I don't want you to see me talking shit about you right now.
Right.
Like, don't look at me while I talk shit
All
about
these
you.
verbs
Go
and
away.
adjectives I'm going to use, you're not going to like.
Yo, I'm about to think of some real creative shit to talk about how you didn't put no salt on this motherfucking chicken. Like, yeah, man, don't look at me while I do it. They're like, man, I went somewhere, dude made this sandwich. And he's like, pull up and get this sandwich. I'm like, all right, I'll pull up. So I'm over there, and he gives me the sandwich, and then it's like 5 dudes walk out, and they're like, all right, man, eat it. And I was like,
That's not how this works.
wait. So you thought I was going to come here and eat this sandwich, and you were going to record me eating it? Nah, dude. And they're just like, why not? And I'm like, bro, I'm not on like that, man. I'm off work. He need me to come get a sandwich, bro. It's like, he been come get a sandwich. I got the sandwich. I'm going home. I'm not going to record this at all. I'm not going to record this at all. It makes my anxiety go crazy, man. It's 5 different phones, people recording. Then they're going to be trying to tag you and collab you and send shit. I'll be like, bro, I wasn't coming to work. One time I was eating some chicken on dude's porch, and I mean, I was fucking this chicken up, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was dug in on this chicken. This motherfucker was right next to me. I didn't even see it because I was so focused on the chicken, recording me the whole time. I look up, it's a video. It's the most horrible video ever, man. It's like all titty, like he shot it from like under me. Like, I'm like,
Because he's being sly about it.
hey, for sure.
Man.
And one time I was in a candle shop, a lady was like this. So I went over there and took her phone.
And you were smelling candles?
I was making candles, man. You can make them like in Lee Summit. You can pick your scents and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, okay.
So I walk over there, grab her phone. I turn around, it's her mom. She goes, I'm your biggest fan. And I didn't believe that you were there. And I'm just like, man, we can take a picture, man. That's cool. I got love for you, man. That's crazy. Also, y'all, old people really fuck with this shit. I'm
They
telling
do.
you, man,
They got
old
time
people,
for
man. Like that's what blew me away. How I knew I was really doing something is when I got somebody like mama calling me. Somebody mama called me. I ain't talking about like our mama. I'm talking about somebody mama, like a grandma.
Like an 80-year-old
yeah,
woman.
like,
Oh,
hey,
damn.
you're the food dude. I was like, you got Facebook, grandma? Like, I watch all your videos. Her daughter comes up like, she sends all of your videos every single day.
Yep.
And the daughter's looking like, I hate you. I'm like,
Right, because I've seen you so many times
I
and
hate
eat so
you.
many things because
I
grandma
hate you.
wants to connect with me.
she wants to go.
My
And
grandma
I gotta
sends me
take her.
art all the time. People like doing all this cool art stuff, and it's cool, but like I'll only watch once or twice a week. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
hey,
like, I
you
can't
seen
have
12.
it every day. Right. Because, yeah, they're waiting for me that deep sometimes. I get it.
Hey, TikTok's crazy, man.
I mean, bro,
TikTok
with
is crazy.
Instagram, bro, like you, every date that I go on, I just pull up your page and try to find something. I'm like, all right, which one is cool? Oh, this one look good. Maybe this one look good. I'm like, all right, cool. We're going here.
The next shit we working on, man, is we're gonna do budget dates. So right now I have a few series so I do date destinations, which is what tells you what type of person you should bring. So it's like at the end the rating says you should bring your sneaky link, someone you're dating, your girlfriend, or your wife. You feel me?
Hey.
So
Right.
when you watch the end of the dating
the real
videos, that's
level
what
of
it
the
is.
vibes
So it's just like I'm not telling you whether it's like the best spot. I'm telling you
If
I
it's
like
a swingers
it.
vibe or if it's, right.
I like it, but you better not bring your girlfriend. But bring your sneaky link. I'll be like, it's very dark.
Right, they got candles that barely light.
It's very dark. It's very dark. You're gonna get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't go here. Don't bring your sneaky link here because this is where your girlfriend's friends are. Don't go. So yeah, the next piece is gonna be about like the budget. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be like at the beginning of the video, $100, and then list the things that you can do within that range. That's gonna be the next extension of that.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta,
Dope. You're
we
just
want it to be.
you're just evolving.
That's what we do, bro. You want it to be not he knows where to eat, but he knows where to go. He
Right,
knows
this is
what to
pet
do.
friendly. This is, right, got a nice patio.
That's
This
it.
is,
So we're
right,
just
service
building
is great,
building the
whatever.
brand, you know what I'm saying? So that way it's more than just it's food, this is food, that. And I remember at first I couldn't even get like a bar to give me anything to drink because they're like, you the food dude, we don't sell food. But then I started doing some collaboration with some bars and they was like, hey, you ain't turning these up.
Taste
Man,
our hops,
man,
right.
Come on, man, it's good. Let's have a good time. And then my favorite one, I was just there last night, it's called In Good Company. Dude, I'll be down there, man. Let me know when y'all want to slide, man. It's really cool. Like it's a private cocktail club, and you gotta have like a membership and stuff. So like it keeps what they would say, keep the riffraff out.
That makes sense. Yeah, and you can do a lot more things when you have a private club. You
Yep.
can get away with a lot more.
I'm in there making bougie ass drinks. Hey, your
Yep.
pinky out.
You can do all sorts of stuff.
Is
Yeah.
that on a budget?
On the budget for when you're going out with the bros, because he paying for his drinks.
I'm just saying, you can,
Hey,
is
man.
it sneaky
I'll
link
send
or
him
is
an
this the-
invoice on the back
That's
end.
girlfriend.
I'll put my
Look,
card down.
That's girlfriend, bro. Them drinks is starting at $15.
Yeah, that's like LA nightclub.
You feel me?
almost.
$15, you get 4 drinks. You $60 plus tip, dog. There ain't no
Right,
food
you
in that
75
bitch.
in.
Ain't no food in that bitch, man. Yeah. Hey, I take
So if you
girls
can
there,
drink-
but I'll be like, I gotta work.
Right, so you can have 2 drinks.
Yeah,
and
I'm
you
like,
go.
no, hell no. I'll be like, I gotta work, man. I ain't even sitting with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go do that. I had some pull up on me last night. I was like, I'm at work. And I went to go do what I was hosting that night. So she just bought her own drink. Well, I wasn't a date. You came to support me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, we ain't riding
Yeah,
together.
so you're a friend.
Yeah, you my dog.
Right,
Yeah,
I didn't invite you out
kicking it.
specifically. Didn't
Not
pick
mad,
you up.
happy you came. But I knew I had to host tonight, so I wasn't gonna be entertaining.
So I want to ask you that, man. Like, besides all the influence talking like that, like I've known you for a minute since,
Yeah.
you know, the mini bars and the Riot
Wild
Rooms.
times, bro. R.I.P.
Yeah,
Riot
Right.
Room was a good fucking time.
Riot Room was a great fucking.
I've heard lots of stories, yeah.
Dog.
Oh, it was crazy.
This
This dude got me to meet Black Milk,
really happened.
Good.
I'll tell you what else.
and it
You
was
go down
like,
to that damn basement and do a lot of drugs down there.
still there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's probably still there.
Hey, man. It was wild times. But yeah, what was your question?
No, you were talking about hosting and whatnot, man. I'm like, are you going to be doing shows more? I mean, because we had Jordan up here, Jordan Bombstart.
I saw.
Yeah, because he's the homie, obviously.
That's my dog. And
Yeah.
he's dope.
100%.
Yeah,
He's
hella
stupid dope. But no, he was like, man, he's like the KC area with shows is just so dry.
Unless you're booking it yourself.
Well, and that's what I'm asking you. Like, beyond this
Man.
whole hood dude food review stuff, it's like, all right, yeah, that's cool. Like, that's Glenn. But, like, I know.
Yeah, you sounds like you have all
Epitome.
the outlets. to
So
be able
here's
to
the
do
issue,
that.
right? I'm gonna break it down for you, man. So let's say you find a room. First off, there's just not as many spaces.
Okay.
Right.
There used to be so many, like now you got the Bowery and the Tin Roof mini bar, record bar, and there's a couple smaller ones like speakeasy type, where you
Right.
bring your own equipment. Another one I like is Josie Records, but we used to have shows all over, random everywhere, you know what I mean?
Everywhere.
And then there was just a show every night at Riot Room, and then there's just changed. So the thing is, you book the show, you book the venues, I used to do all that. And then at the end of the night, I want to pay my artist. So you're about to break your artist off, and then you look at what you're getting, and it's like, man, it doesn't justify it anymore. So when people hit me up about shows, I'm like, I want to do a show, but it's like, how much am I going to promote this show? I know that I could get these people out, but how much am I going to have to work to get 100 people to come watch me rap? When I just said I was going to be outside at this place last night, we probably had 80 people come through, but it's just because it's not a show. They just want to come vibe, A lot of the things that you see is like these DJ shows,
Right.
like In the Lowest Ferns, More Than Friends. They're fucking packed.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to come turn up. I haven't seen very many rap shows. I've been to quite a few that have been good. That's been really rough, When you look at it, it's like, let's just say they offer me $200. You know what I'm saying? I bring out a bunch of people. You're not going to get anything more than the $200 unless you throw the show yourself. And it's not about the actual amount of money. It's more about, do the amount of work equal the amount of money?
Right. Are you going to bring alcohol and try to sell it, or are you going to try to sell the X, Y, and Z?
So it's just a lot of
all
work
the
to really figure it
variables.
out. And then the other thing, okay, so how this all started, I finished the project in August of 2022. Haven't put it out because I was like, it's the best thing I ever made, right? And I'm like, here we go. I'm going to learn how to market so that I can promote my music better. That's how this journey started. Then at the beginning of 2023, I already had created the Hood Dude Food Reviews. But what had happened was there was all these scenarios where I quit. I'm like, no one's ever going to tap into this. We started doing it in 2017. Like, we were literally on our iPhone 4 shooting fucking chips in the fucking car and doing these, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I couldn't, my friend Bunny did it with me, and I'm like, I can't imagine sustaining this back then. This is when you're posting it on your wall. You don't have a
you're
reel.
right, yeah.
And you're posting the video on your wall.
Right.
And people are like, damn, that's crazy. So I quit. Then another time, my friend Corn, I don't know if you remember
Rest in
Corn.
peace, Corn.
Corn
Cornelius,
is one of the
DVN.
coldest motherfuckers in existence. This man like you, how you could come in here and do everything. He was like that with graphics. He can paint, he can draw, he can Photoshop, he could sing, he could rap. He's literally a walking record label. He can do everything. And he's like, this Hood Dude Food Reviews is a good idea. And I'm like, well, you've never led me wrong, so let's do it. We shot 6 episodes as TikTok was emerging. When TikTok was blowing up, we started shooting Hood Dude Food Reviews. And what we did was we took the viral things off TikTok and recreated them. We shot 6 episodes. He caught COVID. COVID took him.
Oh, man.
So I get to his computer. He's one of these smart computer motherfuckers. Fucking shit, hard drive partition, shit all over this motherfucker. We can't find shit. All I could find on there was the logo and the intro. So then I quit again because you got me fucked up. Damn it! What's wrong? This shit is not it's not supposed to go like this. So 2023, I said I'm gonna learn how to market. I'm gonna do the Hood Dude Food Reviews, but I had always been dependent on other people. I needed a cameraman. I needed this. I needed that. So I said I'm just gonna fuck up for a while. And it was probably 5 months into the first year. And that's when Mello's like, hey, you suck at this. I'm like,
Mellow Miles, yeah.
I'm like, I suck? He's like, yeah, you're actually, like, you're horrible. And I'm like, well, are you going to help me? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, don't
So then he's
critique
just
me
like-
if you're not going to give me some.
He's like,
That's Mellow, though. That's
he's a scientist, man. He's a scientist, but he's real. So he teaches me about lighting and angles. And he's just like, yeah, man, like, what the fuck? Why are you shooting like this? Look at this. I'm like, I'm not a cameraman, bro.
Right.
I'm shooting on an iPhone, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what light.
Right.
What light? It's a
I
flashlight
know
on this
what you
motherfucker.
mean,
That's
right.
all I got. So then Amira's like, pacing's bad. You know what I'm saying? Your pacing's wrong. You know, then it's like your editing, your transitions are bad. You know, and so eventually, you know, it gets better. But why I say all that is to say, I started doing the Hood Do Food reviews to promote music, and then it blew up faster than the rap did.
Facts.
So then
right.
what happens is I went to the studio more the past 2 years than I did in my whole life. I actually dedicated more time. We have, no cap, 50 songs. Like,
no
dead
doubt.
ass. Like,
No doubt. I
literally
didn't know
been in
that.
the studio
You got 10
the whole
projects ready
time.
to go.
But then
Or
what
5
happened
projects,
was I finally put out a project last year, and it did better than any of the stuff I had put out since, you know, for a while. But I was just like, damn, this shit did not crack like everything else I thought it would. So that made me take a step back. Because when you're looking at the dollars and the cents, it takes a ridiculous amount of streams before you're able to get paid.
The revenue, yeah,
But
for sure.
I can literally just do the Hood Do Food reviews, and my TikTok pays me more than, you know, what I do for fucking rap. So it just made me change my lens. The issue was, and this is real, this is what I realized. So the issue was why the Hood Do Food reviews picked up and my rap didn't wasn't because the quality of my rap. It was the quantity of the content.
Because you didn't have a huge catalog for people to be like, wow.
Or we're not breaking those songs down into multiple pieces of content. If you look it up, what they say is it takes like 13 times for someone to see something for it to stick. So that would mean that you need more than 13 pieces of content for each song that you put on your project.
Cut this minute, this
what happens, and we can talk about this with any rapper that you know. I know some people, like I remember the year when Nico dropped, Cuddy Bear dropped the one on the bus station. Nico's was called Perfect Weekend. Perfect Weekend was like, I was like, this is incredible. I had my hater lenses on, and I'm like, wow, this is really good. Had hater lenses on, I couldn't hate, because that's the other thing about rappers. It is hard for rappers to be fans. You got to be a special type. Most rappers are listening because they want to say that I'm better than you, not because they're like supporting you. And that's just the way that the world works, because rap is such a competitive sport.
Sure.
I'm just watching to see, that motherfucker cool. He ain't better than me. You know what I mean? That's how it is. So I'm like, listening to these albums, and then this was 2021, 2022, and then I thought about it. And I'm like, if this album didn't do it, and I thought this was a perfect album, the fuck my shit gonna do?
Right, you thought that was a gem.
You know what I'm saying? If I looked at it and thought it was a perfect album, and it didn't go, and I'm like, what's the problem? So we literally broke everything down, and I started learning about the amount that you have to post for something to hit. Then I used the Hood Do Food reviews as an example. And I'm like, I did say that the whole first year sucked. But what built it was the consistency. What rapper can you name that post X amount of reels just rapping over and over again? And when you see that person, they're usually doing really good. So most people make the project, and then what happens is we go right back into creator mode and start making the next project. There isn't a run of promotion. You know what I'm saying? You'll see someone drop a fire freestyle. That's it. So this content creation journey showed me that we are not marketing our music. We're just releasing it. And because it's amazing, we're assuming that you're going to fuck with it. Then I look up, you got 500 monthly listeners. You're like, oh, okay, I'm doing straight. But to make any waves, you need 5,000 to 10,000 monthly listeners. But how are you going to get the monthly listeners? Right. What happens, we get that album artwork, we share it over and over again. You get the single artwork, we share it over and over again. You shoot a one mic freestyle, you share it over and over again. You get a music video, you share it over and over, but it's the same stuff. So if you take 6 songs and then you make 20 pieces of content for each song, and then you promote each song, the album came out already. But now I'm just promoting songs.
Because you have a video for each one, so it's...
and you're broken it down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember that Lotto, Break Me Out the Plastic, I've been acting brand new?
Yep.
If you did any TikToking, that was a whole thing. Everybody was putting the bag on their head and ripping the bag off, right? That's because she did it 20 times. But long story short, man, I literally looked up and I realized that all of my friends, including myself, don't do this the right way. I had a young gun sit with me. And he asked me, "Do you think I can make it?" I told him no. He said, "Why?" I was like, "The issue isn't your talent." It's like, "You're amazing. I wish I was as good as you at 23." But I was like, "I checked your Instagram. You made 5 posts in the past year. It's not going to work, buddy. Unless you just happen to be the Rory Fresco and your song comes on after Kanye's on SoundCloud."
There's no more parties in LA. I know what
feel
you're talking
me?
about. Yeah.
But I'm saying, though, there are those
Well, the algorithm
chance
messes
moments,
up.
you feel
Yeah.
me? But when we even talk about Sleazy World, people are like, "Oh, he just popped up." I'm like, nah.
He's been
He
around.
had hella songs and he was gaining traction. And that's the idea behind building your platform, right? So Sleazy already had a bigger platform. He already had tens of thousands of followers. Then that song pops off and you got a bigger platform.
Right.
So this whole process was to increase the size of the platform. So now when you're posting that content consistently, you have 100,000 people across the platforms.
Yes.
You have
to look
fan
at the
bases
music.
everywhere to right.
So that's what the pivot was about. I want to rap. Shit, I want to rap, but it doesn't financially, fiscally make sense because I'm paying so much to rap. You know what I'm saying? You
Just
know,
because you love it, right? You're paying to do it in studio time, right? Yeah, it's a lot.
just those things, you're paying for that, and then you look up and you're like, I'm 5,000 in, and I look at my profit margin, I got 200 for a show.
Yeah.
And then I look at my
you're
streams.
right, yeah.
I'll pull it up for you right now. I look at my streams. It's like you made $100. You know what I mean? And I'm like, so my return
rapping
before I
is
get
hard,
my
yeah.
merchandise, what I have to pay for up front first, my return is $300 for a $5,000 investment. And we haven't talked about music videos, nothing.
None of the extra
The,
frills and
the-
subscriptions and
Yep.
none of all that stuff.
So the first shit like I ever really did when I put out a Nerdy Neighbors Trap 2, I legitimately fucking spent 10 bands. I bought a music video for every song. I did all these things, and I paid for studio time, paid for beats, I paid for merchandise, literally bought everything. $10,000. Dead ass. With all the merchandise sales, everything. I think I made 2 back.
Damn.
But it's like I did a whole show run too. Whole show run. Like multiple shows. Did my show, did great. 150 people at the show. But after I paid everybody, I made about $750. You know what I'm saying? The merchandise got me like $1,000, $1,500. Then I'm already like after the time I sold the last piece of merchandise, the next album's ready.
Right.
And I only have out of 10, 2,000 something.
So you're asking to shell out more, right? Instead of just being like, well, I just got this bag here. Let
So,
me just.
That's
do
why
some of that.
my pivot was so aggressive. We never stopped, but it just has to make sense. So now that I have a bigger platform, what I did was I picked the 6 best songs out of these 50. Then I started shooting content. So now that's what we've been working on. The release is going to be July.
Okay.
And then we'll do another release in November. But the idea is that we'll have 100 pieces of content. So I'll be able to literally promote all summer long. And then it's like, okay, if this song didn't hit after I made 20 posts, it's not a hit.
Next.
Let's just go ahead and go. But what if on the 19th one, it hits?
Yeah.
Then you go ahead and make some more content for that song.
That makes sense for the whole
Right, that's
thing
the
where we
one.
sat there and
Right,
said,
that's
yeah.
the one. Let's play with it.
That is what, this has taught me is Hood Do Food Reviews hit because it's a good idea, right? But it was also because of the amount of time I invested into posting it. With our music and with our businesses, if you committed to something for 1 year and that's what you did, it would hit.
Yeah, that's what I told him, and I told all the people, all the people I managed or whatever.
yeah.
I was like, you gotta be dropping every day, or not every day. I was like,
As much as you can, though.
For
as
sure,
much
yeah.
as you can. Until, and this is the truth, and I don't say it to be any which way, but if you're not willing to clock in after you clock out, it's not for you. And I'm not talking about studio. The studio is the fun part. The shows are the fun part. I'm not talking about that. That's not the work. You know what I'm saying? That's not the work. That's the
Sitting here
fun.
where my neck hurts
That's
at
the
2 in the
fun.
morning. Like, God
Yeah.
darn.
I'm like, you have to commit to learning how to market yourself.
facts.
And that's going to take hours and hours of content. I can show you right now, multiple people have posted up their hot song 100 times. Have you ever heard that one? That's my dog. That's my twin. If you ever heard that song, you go to his page. He has 50 posts of just that song. That's what it takes. You have to be a DJ Khaled level
sure. Yeah,
of
100%.
annoyance. I need to be up your fucking ass. Like, you need to, every time what people say about me, how I know it's working, everything I open, all I see is you.
Yep.
I go to TikTok, it's you. I go to Facebook, it's you. I go to Instagram, it's you. And I tell them I'm not doing enough. I know people
And you're
that,
saturating.
yeah, but I know people, one of the people that I look up to that I've been chasing, she has 80K on Instagram, hit that recently, already almost at 85. She posts 2 times a day, 14 times a week.
Religious.
But the results have shown, when I met her last May, she was at 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're talking a $30,000 boost in a year. You know what I'm saying? Because she upticked, she changed it. You know what I'm saying? And not only she got better, she grew, she started doing more. But that's the type of commitment you need to make waves. Unless you just happen to have an algorithmic thing happen for you. You know what I'm saying?
You're a one-off, right? So
Well, that's why I always said that, like, with all the people that I was managing and whatnot, I was like, bro, I was like, they're like, yeah, man, like, this song's cool, man. I'm gonna push it, you know, with this. And I'm like, what, for 2 weeks? That ain't nothing. I was like, you gotta
6
push that
months.
shit for like a year. 6 months ain't doing nothing for you.
Look up the story of Fetty Wap and Trap Queen. We talking more than a year. He pushed that shit because he knew it was the one.
Huh.
And then eventually,
It hit.
someone heard it. Have you ever heard that Moray song, Quicksand?
No.
I'll show it to you, man. It's a crazy story, great song. He posted it. He was so proud. It did 10,000 views on YouTube. He was like, I got a real hit, man. Wow. But you know YouTube's tough. So he had been posting a bunch of songs doing 500, 1,000. Do y'all know who Marshmello is?
Yes. 100%.
Marshmello's manager was one of the 10,000.
Damn.
Literally called the dude. His phone's off. Literally called the dude's job. He got fired.
Oh, no.
Called the baby mama. And no. He called the dude who shot the video. The dude couldn't get a hold of him. He called his baby mama. Then the Marshmello's manager called him and he didn't pick up. Because he was like, what's this scammer calling me for? Then he finally picked up and he's like, I don't believe you. A week later, they flew him out, signed him. And then dead ass. They took that same video, they took it down, and then same song, they literally took the stems and sent it to their engineer, mixed it, mastered it, put the same song back out 2 months later on his same YouTube channel, and it did millions and millions and millions of views. But that lets you know the power. You feel me?
Oh,
like
100%,
the
yeah.
power. Literally the same YouTube channel, but now it does 10 million.
That's wild.
That's the game, though, man. That's the game.
That is the game. The game
So-
is to be sold, not to be told.
Yeah. Man, I fuck with
dope,
y'all, man. Thank y'all
That's
for having me out here, man.
Well,
This shit is
appreciate you
dope,
coming
man.
on.
It's a vibe.
For sure. We gotta ask you these two questions. I gotta ask you these two
yeah.
questions before we wrap it up.
Get him.
So first, he said, "Get 'em."
Yeah.
All right, I want to do your Mount Rushmores.
Okay,
But
come on.
I want to do your Mount Rushmores of the places that you've eaten at
Oh, okay. Okay.
that have been that
That's
that have
4
been
of 'em,
busting
right?
on God.
Right, that's 4 of them, right?
Yes.
Or 4.
Not busting, not
Yeah,
little,
for sure.
You know,
I love Buck Tui. I
facts.
love Buck Tui.
Place is fire. as
I
fuck.
got some brisket rangoons in the car if y'all want one. Love Buck Tui, okay?
Okay.
Like, I don't think everything is busting on God respectfully. I don't think they have the best barbecue. I think that they are the only place that you can go get a Thai dish and have it topped with burnt ends.
Yes, it's fire.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's
the
crazy.
flavor is crazy, man.
That fish
It's
sauce they
incredible.
have there is crazy.
Tiger
dude.
Cry sauce,
Yes.
crazy.
Ooh, that
Dude,
shit's on fire.
the new shit they got, he got a whole fucking fried fish with the head on it, bro. It's crazy. But I love them. One of my other favorite places is District Biscuits.
District
Out
Biscuits
north.
is the shit with that
Fire.
truce juice. Oh my god!
I could eat that, man.
Shout out
I
to shout out to Hakeem and
yeah.
Khalif out there,
Yeah,
man. They be doing
they're
their damn
cold,
thing.
bro. The District Fish and Pasta's fire too. Next is the Uppercut.
Uppercut.
Oh my god, bro. So what's special about the Uppercut is they are the farm,
Okay.
the butcher.
Farm to table.
Oh, you gotta send me that then.
Wait. And they cook it.
Oh, you gotta say
All
that.
of it.
Say less.
I got
I'm
you,
there.
dog. It's
I'm there.
incredible. And what took me so long to go is because
go
the shit
tomorrow.
looked so good. I thought it was fake.
Or you thought it was somebody young doing camera.
I thought it was fake, man. I thought y'all was photoshopping this shit. It looked hella good, bro. I was like, damn, that shit look fake. I don't want that. I got there and it looked just like it. And then one of my favorites, man. I don't. It's just if it's one of my pleasures. Like I eat here all the time.
Right.
I love Cosmic Burger, man. Cosmo Burger, bro.
Dude, that place is fire, bro. You fucking put me on there, bro.
That
bro.
shit. They're about to open one in the Crossroads, bro.
He's been telling me about
that shit. Fire.
Threw peanut butter on my burger, bro.
Fire.
You made that shit, and I said, bro, I gotta try this.
Hey,
and then I took a chick there. She's like, oh my god, I gotta go there again. I said,
it's good.
That peanut butter is
great. We talking like $20, man. You'll be straight like $20, man. It's like burgers like $10, fries like $5, man.
Yeah,
Fire.
so
Good.
that
Waldo
tip
District,
and
fire.
fries, yeah.
Those are like the places that how you know I fuck with it is I go a lot. You know, I'm in there. Like, they know me. I'm like, oh, they know my order. What you want? Yeah, I know what you want. So,
Hit me with that bus in Pound Town.
you
one
feel
time.
me, bro? All the way. As soon as I get in there, ooh, let me have that right there, baby. You know, so I love those places, man. I spend money there. And that's what, when you could go eat free, you know what I'm saying? But
And
you're
it's a
willing to spend
vibe,
money.
bro. That whole place is a vibe,
It
bro. You
is.
can play like fucking Super Nintendo in there.
That's cool.
It's a vibe.
It's really
bro.
cool, man. It's really cool.
It's a vibe, bro. That's a vibe. All right, man. Last question, man.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
ask you, bro. So you liking the vibes, all that stuff from the pod and shit like that, man? Who else could you see being on the pod?
Oh, man.
There's a caveat though.
What's
you,
that?
You gotta throw us out loop.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I know.
Give us a
I
good
know.
service,
Ain't no problem.
man.
I think
Because we had Wings and Yak on here. You know
I
what
saw
I'm saying?
it. He said, hey, you should do the pod. And I was like, yeah, send them my way. And then he goes, they said you're already coming in a couple weeks. Then I look at it, I'm like, oh, man, it's Frosty, man. My bad, bro. All I saw was his clip, so I didn't really see y'all because it was kind of focused on him. So I was just listening to it, and I was like, oh, that's dope. And he's like, yeah, you should fuck with him. And I looked at it, I said, fuck, I should. Yeah, it's my boys. So it was really funny, man, because he's calling me like, yeah, they said. And I'm like, man, I'm cracking up, man. I think one of my favorite people that is just very, very interesting to interview is Miana. She's from Kansas City Discover. Can help y'all with that, man. She has a
that'd
great
be a good
story,
turn
man. Amira Wang, I'm really close with her.
She's
I can
stupid
help y'all.
dope.
Man, she's an incredible MC too.
Incredible.
Let me think, who else though I really like, really fuck with, man. I think those people have some pretty good stories, and I can get it set up and get y'all connected and see if we
That'd
can
be
make some
great.
shit shake.
I'm with it.
I
for
got
sure.
you, man. Let's go crazy.
I'm with it, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Well, there we go, man. Another What They Want podcast exclusive for sure. Want to thank the Epitome Hood Dude Food Review for coming out one more time.
We outside.
I'm your boy Snow.
Danny
Danny
Slab.
Slab over there, man. Till next time. Peace.
Yeah.
Y'all got a one-way ticket to Pound Town.
I'ma give them what they want. She gon' give me what I want. I'ma give them what they want.